internationalization is done from the outset or very rapidly. What companies do we work with? Let's define a bit the high technology sector. So the high technology sector comprises businesses who are engaging in securing growth and revenue from industry sectors which are characterized by newly and rapidly changing technology. So businesses immersed in the world of high tech really can range from huge corporations such as Microsoft, Intel, Amazon, Spotify, and so on, to smaller startups hoping to be the next large corporations. So these companies in the high tech sector really focus on understanding and recognizing the changes that technological advances are bringing to the global marketplace and the opportunities that such are creating. So we can see that the high-tech environment is dynamic and forever changing and evolving. So companies really need to act fast and internationalize rapidly to gain competitive advantage. Now, Globify focuses on working with smaller high-tech companies, which are startups or in early growth stages, in order to help with their internationalization, as they will be born global companies from the outset. Okay, so let's dive a bit deeper into analysing the sector, and let's talk about some environmental factors. First of all, there's an evolving customer expectation. So customers are no longer just buying technology, they're demanding outcomes. The ubiquitous nature of technology has shifted customer focus from the product to the value or outcome that it provides. This move toward customer-based outcomes has driven the industry's shift to subscription and consumption-based business models. So an outcome-based economy really requires a customer-centric focus and the ability to deliver anything as a service. It impacts technology companies in how they define their products, advance the use of digital technology, and interact with their customers to deliver great experiences. So really, to survive and thrive, the high technology companies must focus on delivering great customer outcomes. They have no choice but to be customer focused, insight driven, fast, and connected. Secondly, due to the growing demand for more products as a service and the delivery of true customer outcomes, technology is being reinvented in terms of product development and delivery. Now, with fast-changing technology, growing global competition, and ever-increasing customer demands, high-technology companies must adapt and innovate quicker or they will eventually perish. They must redefine their products to better support new business models and the delivery of great customer outcomes. Thirdly, geopolitical uncertainty, a global trend towards nationalism, and related trade tariffs are causing higher costs and global chain risks. Increasing global tension from the US-China trade war are shifting manufacturing out of China to onshore, nearshore, or other localities. Global disruptions such as natural disasters or the recent COVID-19 pandemic will continue to impact value chains. These events highlight weaknesses and disrupt industry's supply chains. In addition, technology companies are under pressure to keep up with increasing regulatory compliance to survive. Therefore, high technology companies need to rely on the industry's innovations in the Internet of Things, machine learning, AI, and cloud technologies to really adapt their supply chains to be more responsive and build businesses that can really quickly adapt. The industry landscape will change as companies try to increase their focus on the need for supply chain resilience. So, from analysing the industry, this leads us to explain and has led us to formalise our consulting model for Born Globals, which has been based around quite a few different theories and frameworks. First of all, the consulting model is built around the fact that we believe the companies should have a long-term to market strategic view So not just focus on the small goals, but think ahead. Secondly, we believe that the companies should focus, and we will suggest them to focus on a differentiation strategy. So as competition in the high-tech sector is mostly based on differentiation and the company's ability to be flexible and adapt its products to the needs of the market. So that's why we suggest this strategy over, for example, low-cost strategy. Secondly, we also suggest that from the OLLI framework, where they focus on ownership advantages, knowledge intensity, and also learning from local environment and knowledge. So we really suggest that they work on the ability to learn from the local environment and tap into the local knowledge base, as these are very two important factors that affect differences in the performance of companies, born global companies. They really need to make sure that they're actively learning from international exposure as they're expanding. We have seen that companies that have acquired some technology from overseas operations perform better than companies that relied solely on domestic R&D. Therefore, companies that learn from foreign markets about new technological trends and competencies really enhance their performance by benefiting from their international exposure. Therefore, this really confirms that there's a large importance of technological learning for the performance of born globals and international new ventures. We also believe that they should rely on the resource-based advantage and develop a hard-to-imitate technology. So when they do go to market fastly, nobody can instantly copy it. Secondly, it's important that they work on developing dynamic capabilities, as this industry is very fast and forever evolving. And lastly, the role of networks and ecosystems is very important. So success really lies upon using effectively networks. Networks result in a flow of technological knowledge, experienced people, contacts with local venture capitalists, and so on. So these local networks and knowledge are a basis for competitive advantage. A company is really successful because it has created an ecosystem of companies beyond its own clients. It compromises not only almost all companies in the industry in which it has clients, but also companies in many industries that are related to their own. So this presence of networks in return also allows the company to learn about long-term agendas for its local and overseas customers, which in turn feeds to product development and secures to some extent success or demand of its new products. So consequently, network development is really crucial not only for international success, but for the overall success and growth of the company. So, what can Globify do for you? Well, we provide focus for your company and make you understand the key elements that you need to achieve success in the forever evolving and challenging industry, high-tech industry. We help you achieve fast and scalable internationalization that you need as a born global company, right from the outset in this field. We use internationalization frameworks, which we have mentioned previously, to interpret the industry context, which enables you to focus and guide your high-level strategy when it comes to internationalization, your business model, and your supply and value chain, as well as your global ecosystems. So, our consulting as a service, we have a few key factors that we believe are most important and relevant to work on and get right. However, of course, each company and each case is different. Therefore, we are flexible and will adapt to your own needs. But as a general model, we will first deep dive into your business idea, concept, and model. Then secondly, we will establish the scope of internationalization and work on expansion strategy. And then lastly, we will help you create/build upon your value chain, supply chains, and global ecosystem. So, what are you waiting for? Come work with us. Work with Globify.